BD Sports. It's Money. It's Clyde. We're going to talk some wrestling, baby. You ready, brother?
Yeah, what's up, baby? Let's get it in.
It's Fastlane, buddy. You should have listened to some, like, faster music today. You know, like some techno or rave music since it's like Fastlane. You know
we
what
got
I
to
mean?
keep with the tradition, man. We've been using this song for a while now.
Yeah, that's true, brother. Well, we got a special guest with us today. We got Emmanuel here, and we're going to go over some of these Fastlane matches. You ready to do it, brother?
Yes, let's do it.
So what's up, Emmanuel? How you been doing today, man? You ready for? You gonna watch pay-per-view tonight?
I'm gonna try if I can get the WWE Network to work on my baby mama satellite.
Oh, I got you, man. Lots going on over at the mansion over there. Sometimes when you're out in the woods like that in such a big house, man, it's hard to get the reception. We understand, brother. He's back there at the headquarters working hard, and we appreciate it, Emmanuel.
Not a problem.
All right, so I guess what we're going to do today, guys, we're going to go over some of these Fastlane matches. We got a little bit of Mark Henry news to touch on. Clyde, we're going to play some random wrestling knowledge with Clyde. Just have a little bit of fun here today on the show. And so without further ado, we'll hop into this. Have you guys heard the news that Luke Gallows and Carl Anderson have declined WWE's offer?
Yeah, they're gone out the door.
Where do you think they're going, Emmanuel? What do you think's going on with that?
They're going to AEW, I guarantee you.
You think so? So no chance we see them guys back in Japan anytime soon?
Well, they might, but this is the thing. What people don't understand is Cody Rhodes is letting these boys go to Japan and still work with AEW, because look at Kenny Omega. He signed with AEW and he still works with New Japan Wrestling.
Yeah, he does. He does. You're absolutely right about that. Yeah, so I guess they're open to letting the talent come back and forth. And I heard some of the other partnerships they have with some of these other smaller promotions are similar. Like they'll let them go back and forth. Like even the guys who are with Lucha Underground and also with AEW.
I knew you were gonna say that.
Yeah.
I knew you were gonna say that.
Yeah, and Clyde, what do you think about that news? What do you think we're going to see here out of Gallows and Anderson, brother? We got Clyde in studio today. He finally made it. Vince is not sitting gorilla, but Clyde is here today, so that's beautiful.
Well, if Vince was here, we'd have it out. With Gallows and Anderson, they are gone. G-O-N-E, gone.
I told you no more
door.
spelling on the air, damn it. You're making us look bad.
They're out the door. AEW, they're going to go work with their friends and make a ton of money and get the recognition they should have gotten WWE for the workers that the guys are.
Look at the reign they had. They didn't even have a long title run either.
No, man, totally underutilized.
Well said, fellas. And the crowd really wanted to see it. I mean, I know you don't always have to give the crowd what they want, but it just felt like there was no reason for Anderson and Gallows not to have a nice long run as WWE Tag Team Champions, you know? There's no reason for that. So what do you think? Is AEW going to have a tag team division right off the jump, guys?
I think so, because they got the Young Bucks. Young Bucks right now are the hottest thing that touched the pan since Japan Wrestling. I mean, I'm telling you, these boys are going out every single night, especially when they were on ROH. They still work for New Japan Wrestling. These boys super kick the shit out of anybody. I mean, they're young. They still got years on them to still compete. I feel like they're not going to be as good as some of the older generation tag teams like Demolition, Dudley Boys, you know what I'm saying, Hardy Boys, but I feel like they can get up that recognition to do so.
Well said, brother. Well said. How do you feel about that? Do you think they're going to have Clyde? Do you think they're going to have a tag division right out of the gate with AEW? And what do you think about the Young Bucks?
Well, you guys probably ain't gonna like this. I'm in the minority. I like the Lucha Brothers a little bit more, but yeah, a tag team division is a given. I mean, it's professional wrestling. You got to have tag team wrestling, man. It's just part of the gumbo. It's one of the ingredients.
So you guys want to talk a little bit of Fastlane here? It's quickly approaching us. We're a little late hopping into this, but you guys want to make a few predictions for the show?
It don't matter. We can do that.
All right, so we'll go ahead and do a couple of these kickoff matches because, well, I guess they're getting ready to start here soon because the kickoff show should be starting. But what do you guys think about this? We got Big E and Xavier Woods taking on Rusev and Shinsuke Nakamura. And Clyde, you want to go ahead and tell us your thoughts on that match?
I got, first of all, New Day should probably be in the main event. I got the New Day against the two guys, Rusev and Nakamura, that I think, I don't know about Rusev, but Nakamura, he'll go back to Japan or AEW. So I'm going with New Day.
Okay, Emmanuel, how do you feel about this match here, and what do you think is going to happen?
Well, I hate to say it, Clyde's right. New Day should have this match in the bag because Nakamura and Rusev are not on the same page to begin with. Look what happened on SmackDown. They can't get, entwined with one another. And Nakamura's been knocked off just like Rusev. He went from a champion to a jobber. He should be at main eventing just like the New Day. You know what I'm saying?
Well
Everybody says that, I'm sorry to keep rambling on about it, but I appreciate you, letting me talk about it.
No, it's all right, brother. We appreciate it, man. That's what we like to hear. That's the kind of emotion we want here, brother.
You're the guest here, man.
You're doing a good job, man. Yeah, I agree, man. It seems like they've kind of buried Shinsuke and Rusev here of late, and I pretty much think the New Day is going to go over in this match, too. And my son would also like to give his prediction real quick. We're kind of having like a little party here today. Ethan, come on, hop in here. Who do you think's going to win this match here? We got Big E and Xavier Woods against Rusev and Shinsuke Nakamura, brother.
Well, today's Rusev Day, so I think Rusev's going to win. He doesn't need Shinsuke or anybody else. Rusev just needs it all by himself.
All right, thanks, brother. We appreciate it. And there's Ethan's prediction of the day. That's right.
I like it. He shook it up because we
All right,
was all on the same page.
So we'll move right along here, fellas. Emmanuel, what do you think about this next match? Rey Mysterio versus Andrade Cien Almas. And you guys need to pronounce that correctly or don't bother saying it at all, brother. No, I'm just joking with you.
I can't.
Do what now?
Who do you like here between this match, brother? We got Rey Mysterio versus Andrade Cien Almas.
I'm going to go with Rey Mysterio all day long. This man is a legend in his own right. He's wrestled some of the greats like Eddie Guerrero. You know what I'm saying? He should have this in the bag. I'm tired of them burying him. They wanted him back for so long. Now they've got him back underneath the contract. Why do him the way they're doing him when I feel like he should at least be United States champion?
Yeah, I feel like this match is kind of I would generally agree with you, but I kind of feel like Andrade needs to get over here because, man, I was watching him in NXT, and I'm just wondering why this guy hasn't been pushed yet. Andrade can go, man. So I agree with you to an extent, but in this match, I'm going with Andrade just because I like to see the guy kind of get put over. And, Clyde, how do you feel about this match? Who do you want to go with?
I got to go with Rey Mysterio, king of the luchadors. That's who I'm going for.
So Clyde's vote is in.
Yeah,
all right.
I don't even got to think about that.
Ethan wants to give a vote on this match here. Ethan, go ahead and weigh in real quick. Who do you think, Rey Mysterio or Andrade Cien Almas, brother?
Andrade Cien Almas, or whatever how you pronounce his name. He probably is just some jobber again.
Oh, okay. All right, we're going to get you out of the studio. Get him out of the studio. Get him out of the studio. Okay, it's enough. All right, here's the next match, guys. Let's move along. Let's keep the train rolling, brother. All right, Emmanuel, who do you think's going to win this match here? We got the Revival versus Aleister Black and Ricochet and Bobby Roode and Chad Gable in a three-way tag team championship match.
I hate to say it, but I would love to see Aleister Black win this. To see him come out the gate with this strong, because the way I feel about the Revival is the Revival is trying to change wrestling. I'm behind that. That's cool. But their gimmick is lame. They haven't been good since NXT. I feel like they've been buried too long, and I feel like they shouldn't even be in the category as running as Raw Tag Team Champions. So I feel like, you know what I'm saying, it's time to pass the torch. I feel like, you know what I'm saying, Aleister Black should get the title.
So you think Aleister Black and Ricochet should win the match here tonight?
Yep.
Okay, Clyde, who do you think, brother?
You know what? Old Emmanuel, I think you're right, buddy. I'm going with Aleister Black and Ricochet. I think that's what's going to happen. I think they deserve to win it. I kind of think the only reason the Revival got the titles at all was because they was complaining about leaving, and I don't think they wanted to lose them.
Yeah, I like the Revival, man. I feel like they're kind of like a throwback team. But I really don't know if they're necessarily going to put Black and Ricochet over here, guys, just because I don't know if they've necessarily decided which show they're going to settle into. I've kind of seen them on both shows, and I'm a little confused myself, you know?
Well, what I heard was through the grapevine is they're going to get rid of the brand split, and they're just going to go back to SmackDown and Raw, and everybody be on each channel.
Right, okay. Well, that would be fine with me. I think that would keep things a little more interesting anyway, and less stale, you know? Okay, so let's move on here. We're gonna play a little game here, guys. I hope you got a few more. You got a few more minutes. You got time for one more segment, Emmanuel?
Yeah, I got time for one more segment.
All right, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna play. This is Clyde's favorite segment, and it's mine too. It's called Random Wrestling Knowledge with Clyde. So here's what we're gonna play. Here's what we're gonna play the game today. And considering tonight there was a special reunion coming up here on the show tonight, what better three gentlemen to cover than these questions here? So Clyde doesn't know anything about these questions, and neither do you, Emmanuel. And audience, feel free to play along at home. And are you guys ready to start?
Let's go.
Let's do it.
Let's go.
All right, question number one for you, Clyde. Question number one for you, Clyde. Here we go, brother. It takes a minute to pull them up sometimes. Dean Ambrose won the won the Money in the Bank ladder match in what year?
2013.
No, 2016, brother. 2016 was the answer right there, brother. So yeah, I don't think you're like 0 for 1 out of the gate here, dude. Yeah, that's a fail, brother. That's a fail. All right, Emmanuel, you ready for question number one?
Yeah, give me number one.
All right. Dean Ambrose is also known for his work on the independent circuit under the ring name blank.
I don't know that one. I have no clue. I can't give you no answer because he's got two. He's got two that I know of that he goes by.
All right, we'll guess one. It's better than getting it wrong, brother.
The only way I can do that is if I Google it, and I can't got
no Google now, no Google. So, unfortunately, Emmanuel, you got it wrong there, brother. That's okay, though. We appreciate you trying. Question number one, both of you guys got it wrong. The answer was John Moxley for Ambrose there, the ring name John Moxley.
I figured that's the name I should have said.
Yeah, that's what you should have rolled with there, brother. That's what you should have rolled with there, brother. Okay. All right there. Clyde, are you ready for question number two?
Yeah.
All right, Roman Reigns, WWE superstar Roman Reigns. I don't know if you guys have heard of him or not, but he's back. And before he wrestled, he played college football for what college?
Georgia Tech.
Mr. Producer Man, show me Georgia Tech. That's correct, Georgia Tech. Yes, that is correct, Georgia Tech. Good guess there, brother. All right, are you ready for question number two?
Hit me with it.
All right, here we go.
These Taco Bells is not agreeing with my stomach, Clyde.
Oh no, that's not good. All right, Roman Reigns. Hold on one second. Yeah, okay. Roman Reigns won the Royal Rumble in what year?
Ooh. I'm gonna go with 2014.
Oh, so close, Emmanuel. So close, brother. It was 2015.
I knew it was one of them years. I'm not no good at this mess.
That's how we appreciate you playing, brother. That's the whole fun of it. You know, I'm just glad I get to host it. I don't want to participate either. You guys don't want to see it. I would never get one correct. So that's why we got Boog here. He's the historian, or Clyde is, as you guys know him. He's our historian. And so here we go. We're gonna hop into this one. Question number 3. You guys ready for question number 3? Final question for the day.
Yep, because right now Clyde's whooping my tail.
All right. Okay, I got a question for both of you guys. Clyde, this is for Clyde first. Clyde, what is Seth Rollins' real name?
Kobe Lopez.
Mr. Producer Man, show me Kobe Lopez. That's correct. Kobe Lopez. Good job.
Seriously?
Kobe Lopez. Yeah, that's correct. Okay.
Wow.
Are you ready for question number 3, Emmanuel?
Not really, but go ahead.
I like it, though. I love it, though. At least he's allowing us to continue on, brother. I like it. Prior to signing with WWE, Seth Rollins wrestled under the ring name blank for Ring of Honor.
Oh, man. Yeah, I know this one, but I can't think of it.
All right, let me see. I'm going to ask Mr. Producer Man. Mr. Producer Man, show us. I know this one, but I can't think of it. Oh, no. It was Tyler Black. Tyler Black there, Emmanuel.
Did not know that. That's a new one.
Well, we thank you for joining us today and for going over a few of the matches with us, Emmanuel. Do you have any closing thoughts before you hop out today? Is there you want to give any shouts out or anything?
Just just y'all pretty good people. I appreciate being on the show.
We appreciate you coming on, brother. We appreciate you coming on, and yeah, hopefully you'll join us again sometime.
Of course, anytime. You just want me, just call me.
All right, brother. We'll talk to you soon, Emmanuel.
Okay, y'all have a good afternoon.
Peace, brother.
Later.
All right, yeah, so that was Emmanuel joining us for that segment, and we're going to continue on with the matches here in just a moment, but for right now, we're going to hop off just for a moment for a quick commercial break, and we'll be right back. All right, we're back, brother. Had a few guests on today, man. It's been a fun show so far.
Yeah, baby. It's been real nice. Had Emmanuel on there. Got another special guest here, Mr. Jerry Negron.
And so you was kind of wanting to go over some of these Fastlane predictions with your buddy Jerry. How you doing today, Jerry? Thanks for joining us, brother.
I'm doing good. Thank you for letting me on the show.
All right, so we're going to talk about this Women's SmackDown Championship match, and it should be a pretty interesting one. Who do you have here? We've got Asuka and Mandy Rose.
You know what, man? I think this is going to be a really good match. You know, Asuka is, you know what? She's definitely a true wrestler, beyond a wrestler. And I think Mandy Rose has actually come up a long way since she's left. And I think this match is really going to be a solid match. I think this match, an 8 out of 10, any day to win.
All right, I'm sorry there, brother. We had a little technical difficulty. You said Asuka. You think she's a really technical wrestler?
I think Asuka is like an all-around wrestler. You know, she's been doing this a lot longer than Mandy Rose has. Asuka comes from Japan. She comes from a very strong background, and I think Asuka can take this all the way to the bank.
You think there's any chance we see any interference in this match and Mandy Rose pulls it out?
Oh, definitely. There's definitely going to be interference. You know, it wouldn't be a women's match if another girl would interfere and try to get their side.
Absolutely, brother. And staying on the topic of the women here, Clyde. First, Clyde, how do you feel about the Asuka match there?
I got Mandy Rose, man, with the in the upset. I think DeVille's gonna kind of help her out. That's my prediction.
Yeah, okay, I could see that happening, but if it just stays between the two women in the ring, Asuka's going to dominate her. That's my opinion. And we'll stay on the women here for a moment. We'll move on. Sasha Banks and Bayley is taking on Nia Jax and Tamina. Now, if we're talking about like a real straight shoot fight, I've got my money on Nia, but unfortunately we're not. We're talking about a match here in the middle of the ring. Who do you guys like here, Jerry? You want to open up?
I'm a huge Nia Jackson fan, and Nia Jackson is definitely a powerhouse wrestler. She's definitely, I think, an all-around wrestler, and I don't think WWE's giving her the best that she can do with her, her family background and everything. I think she's definitely like a real good women's wrestler by far. She does not like. I don't think she's better than Natalya. I think Natalya, by far, is the best wrestler in the women's division, by far.
You talking about just like skill in the ring, like overall?
Yeah, overall skill. I think Natalya, hands down, is an all-around best wrestler in the women's division, by far.
Well, I'm not going to argue with that, brother. So who are you taking in this match then? Do you think Sasha Banks and Bayley retain the titles, or?
I think they'll definitely retain the titles. They just became the women's tag team champions. I don't think they're going to lose it on their first run out. Maybe second or third time out, they may lose it, but not their first title defense. It's not going to happen.
All right, Clyde, what do you see happening in this match, brother?
I got Bayley. I'm gonna go with Bayley and Sasha.
Hey, put your purse down and speak up, Clyde. We can't hear you, damn it.
I'm getting ready to suplex him. But I got Bayley and Sasha because, they just want them historic moment. I don't see them taking them right now. And there's this rumor of Lita and Trish coming back to wrestle them at WrestleMania, like a dream match.
Yeah, that could happen. That would be pretty cool, actually. And I hadn't heard about that before you filled me in on that, Clyde, and I appreciate that, brother. I didn't know about that. And I was just joking about the purse. He actually brought, nothing but he brought 2 ladders, a table, and some chairs with him over here today, actually. He's a man's man, guys. So.
Actually, a bag of wrestling figures.
Yeah, he brought that, too. Yeah, he's gonna put 4 LJNs in a pillowcase and let me have.
I wish I had 4 LJNs right now.
And so we'll move on here, gentlemen. We'll move on here. What do you guys think about this SmackDown Tag Team Championship match? We got the Usos versus The Miz and Shane McMahon. And Jerry, you want to be kind enough to open up with your thoughts?
Yeah, definitely. I think the Usos, from what I've heard, and this is just a rumor, I've heard from other sources that the Usos are leaving and they're going to the AEW. That's just, I heard it from 2 separate people, but that's what I heard. I think the Usos are leaving and they're going to lose the tag titles to Shane and Miz. But if that doesn't happen, then it's definitely going to be the Usos are going to keep the titles and they'll lose that Mania, and then I think we'll see Shane and Miz at WrestleMania in a one-on-one match.
Oh, okay. I like that. I like that angle there. Yeah, I think the Usos are going to retain here, and this is just my personal opinion. I think the Usos leaving is kind of like a work, just kind of like an angle that WWE's playing. But yeah, I respect your thoughts on that, Jerry. Thanks for sharing them. And who do you think's going to win on this one, Clyde?
I'm gonna take the Usos also because I think they're gonna head off to face somebody else. I'm not really sure. I'm hoping for Carlito to come back, but who knows? And I think Shane and The Miz, I think that's going to be a WrestleMania match somehow or another.
Well said, brother. Well said. I think that would be a perfect WrestleMania match too, man, because the fans love both of them guys. What better than to see them two guys go at it on the biggest stage? You know, that'd be beautiful.
Absolutely.
You guys want to move on to this Shield match versus Dumpster Fire, Baron Corbin, Drew McIntyre, and Bobby Lashley. You guys want to talk about that one?
Yeah,
Jerry,
let's talk about it.
go ahead, Jerry. You want to open up for us, brother?
You know, the Shield being back together now, you know, I think it's just them because, you know, Roman just came back, you know, reforming the Shield. Everybody loves the Shield together, and everybody loves them apart, you know, so I think the Shield tonight is definitely going to win against, you know, Corbin, Lashley, and McIntyre. But, you know, I definitely won't sleep on that. You know, you got Drew McIntyre back in the WWE. He looks better than he did before. You know, you got Bobby Lashley. He's back in the WWE again, on fire. You know, he just lost the Intercontinental title to Finn. You know, you can't sleep on Lashley. And Baron Corbin, I think, you know, they're just trying to figure out what to do with Baron Corbin now. You know, he's been with, you know, the GM, you know, doing a thing with Strowman. They're just trying to find his niche to where he can put him somewhere where they can just stick him and be like, all right, we're going to go this path with you, and let's keep it going. You know what I mean?
Oh, absolutely. So, yeah, you kind of think he's just kind of like trying to find his place in the world, per se.
Yeah.
So what do you think, like, what would be the most shocking thing in this match, guys? Wouldn't it be the funniest thing in the world, like the most shocking thing in the world, if Baron Corbin just pinned Roman, like, clean in the middle of the ring? Like, no.
Now, you know what? Not for nothing. You know what? That would be good. Because you know what? Roman Reigns is coming back. You know what? It would be a nice, a change in the wrestling to where somebody pins Roman clean in the ring. That would be a definite good push for Baron Corbin to do. 100% on that.
I'm not saying it wouldn't be good for Baron. I just think it's the least likely outcome to happen. Do you know what I'm saying? Yeah, I'm going with the Shield in this one, absolutely. I don't think they're going to take the time to reunite the Shield, and I still think the whole Ambrose leaving thing's an angle. I think the Shield's going to be together at least for a few months here, and I think, I'm taking the Shield in this one, kind of not so much a squash match, but they're going to look really strong in it. What do you think, Clyde?
Yeah, I'm gonna go with the Shield too. Same reasons. They just put it back together. You know, they're not gonna split it up this quick, and that other team feels kind of thrown together. So you know, I'm definitely going with the Shield on this.
Yeah, right. I'm right there with you, brother. Okay, let's move on here, fellas. Becky Lynch versus Charlotte Flair, and stipulation is if Lynch wins, she enters the WrestleMania Raw Women's Title match. Your thoughts, Jerry?
Oh, that's a hands down. Becky Lynch is definitely going to win because the rumor was months ago it was going to be a three-way match for the main event at WrestleMania. We all knew it was going to happen. They're, you know, picking out angles how they were going to do this, and by far, I think they're doing a pretty good job of it. You know, I think what they're doing with Ronda Rousey right now, they're just letting her be her. And definitely, this month tonight, Becky Lynch versus Charlotte Flair, it's definitely going to be a match to watch because these two are hands down. They're tough in the ring. I don't want to call them stiff, but I want to call them. I'll say they're definitely aggressive wrestlers for the women's division, and these two are definitely going to put a good show on tonight.
So what do you think, though? Is there a chance that, and I agree with your sentiment, like I don't think there's no chance that that Becky doesn't jump in this match at WrestleMania. I mean, I think this three-way match is pretty much set in stone, too. But I think that, like, say Ronda interrupts the match or something like that, too, there's also, like, other ways that Becky can get inserted into the WrestleMania match without necessarily winning, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Because, you know what, if Ronda does interfere, it's going to be on Becky's behalf, you know? So
yeah, absolutely.
If anything, yeah, because if Ronda's going to come in, she's definitely going to jump, you know, Becky Lynch to have Charlotte Flair get disqualified. That's what could happen.
And your thoughts on this match, Clyde?
I'm going with a disqualification. I think Becky's going to come, or not Becky, Ronda is going to interfere, maybe lay it in on both of them, and tomorrow night on Raw, Stephanie will come out and she'll make it official, for WrestleMania, a three-way match.
Yeah, I think so, brother. I think somehow this three-way is happening either way. Like, well said, fellas, well said. And we'll move on right here to the championship match. This is the match that we've all been waiting on. We've all been wanting to see ever since the Elimination Chamber. It's Daniel Bryan versus Kofi Kingston. No, wait a minute. Sorry. Daniel Bryan versus Kevin Owens. I apologize. Yeah, Daniel Bryan versus KO. And, Jerry, you care to share your thoughts on this match?
You know, I was definitely shocked when Vince McMahon came out and said Kevin Owens was going to take Kofi's spot. Because, you know what? Not for nothing. They pushed Kofi years ago against Randy Orton, and they are like, oh, I think really Kofi can be this main guy. And then they're just like, we're going to sleep on you for a couple more years. And then years later, the new day came around. And, like, when they first started, nobody didn't understand what they were doing, and then look at them now. They are the hottest thing on WWE right now, and for them to give Kofi this opportunity, not for nothing, when you beat AJ Styles, you beat Daniel Bryan, and you beat Jeff Hardy in one night, and you wrestled for an hour, and you're going to tell me you're going to pull that from Kofi? Nah, that is wrong.
I think this is well said, brother, but I think this is a case of like Vince giving us what we want by not giving us what we want, and I think I'm hoping ultimately we're going to get like a Kofi Daniel Bryan match here at WrestleMania, and I'm taking Daniel Bryan to win tonight, even if it's some kind of interference. Like I think Bryan's going to go over tonight. Clyde, you want to share your thoughts?
Yeah, I'm going to take Daniel with interference, maybe Rowan, maybe Harper shows up. Maybe even Sami Zayn, look for any of those kind of things to happen. But I'm going with Daniel Bryan, and I see him facing Kofi at WrestleMania.
Yeah, me too. It's definitely going to be Kofi Kingston versus Daniel Bryan at WrestleMania for the WWE title. That's definitely it's going to somehow, some way, it will happen.
Well said, Jerry. And, we appreciate you taking a few minutes to join us today on the show. Do you have any closing thoughts or anything you want to say before we wrap this up?
This is my first time doing a podcast, so this is pretty awesome, and I can't wait to do it again. Me and Clyde, we became friends on a page on Facebook. It's called WWF LJM Maniac, and I met Clyde there, and I call Clyde a friend. Because, there's not too many people out there you can call friends, but I definitely can call Clyde a friend. And I'm happy that we're friends, and I'm happy that I get to be on a podcast with you guys. This is awesome. I can't wait to do another one.
Well, we appreciate you joining us, brother. And just to let you know, this is not just any podcast. We are actually the People's Podcast. We're also known as the Jobbers Podcast. We're known to put talent over. That's what we do, brother. So we appreciate you joining us. And, thank you very much. And, Clyde, you got any closing thoughts before we hop out today?
Yeah, the same ones we always do. If you liked us, let us know. If you didn't, drop us with the King Kong Bundy splash for the 5 count. And check us out on our Facebook affiliate Facebook pages, All Elite Wrestling, all capitals, WWF LJ and Maniacs, Kofi Kingston Club, Hitman Heart Club, Bliss Army, Carlito's Caribbean Cabana.
That's a heck of a list, brother.
Music for Thought and Wicked Thoughts. And those are 2 new ones that it's going to be on. I got some permission. And to you, Mr. Negron, I appreciate it. We are 4 horsemen, brother.
Yeah, Definitely. Thank you guys for putting on the show. And,
Yeah, thanks.
do another one.
Yeah, thanks, guys. We appreciate it. And don't forget, guys, if you like us, put us over. If you don't like us, let us know. We'll do a job for you on your show. That's the right way we roll right here on this podcast, and we'll catch you guys on the next one.